Can you talk to me about your partnerships? Because I think you were probably the first person that, at least that I heard speaking about partnerships. So, what does this look like? So, instead of taking that instead of taking that monthly cut of however much that the SEO package is, you're splitting revenue, or you're doing some type of other commission structure, right?
I think the idea actually didn't come to me by itself. So I've been posting on Twitter for like a year and a half. A health tech startup founder reached out to me saying, "Hey, Jacky, we're out of runway. We're gonna go bankrupt in a couple months. We have this huge health site that does a couple million sessions a month, but we can't seem to monetize properly. So we need to monetize quickly and efficiently." I took one look at the site. It was like a DR60 at the time.
Hmm.
And I was like, yeah, we could do it. And he's like, but I can't pay you. Could we do some sort of rev share agreement? And I thought to myself, it's a bit of a risk. We've never really done this before, but let's try it out, right? And so we struck on like a really low deal on the display ad side, but a really strong 50-50 on the affiliate commission side. So we just started pumping out affiliate articles, and the rest was history. So we don't actually split revenue that they get from their main core product. For example, if they sell like TRT, they have like online TRT services. We don't take a cut of that. We actually take a cut of the affiliate commissions that's on their blog post. So it's like completely separate from their core product, and we just take a rev share on top of anything we generate.
Interesting.
And yeah, it's just piggybacking off of their existing authority, right? Because if they raise $100 million in VC funding, all that's spent into PR. They have like a huge team before, and now if they're struggling, they're looking for ways to make money, and that's where we come in. And we've been able to scale this initial partnership from 0 to 300K a month in less than 3 months. It's freaking wild, man.
Jeez,
I don't
3 months.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jeez, and so it's just pumping out affiliate content, just
Yeah,
blog posts all day.
it's way more complicated than that. Actually, it's once you post it, and if you just rank, Amazon articles, you're gonna get paid like 50K a month. So how do you go like a step further? Is, for example, if we rank for best protein powder, we'll go reach out to the top protein powder companies. We'll be like, yo, pay us 20K a month. We'll put you at number one, and 50% commissions on top of that. And it's like a no-brainer for the protein powder companies, right? If they have like a 90% like gross margin, they still make money on it, and they're seen as number one. So yeah, we've locked in a lot of these I call it retail rank and rents, and it's bonkers. That actually takes up majority of the revenue, and it
Really
requires a lot of sales. So we've scaled up to like 3 full-time salespeople just pounding like emails, which is
interesting.
nuts. Yeah,
And so so you're only doing this off, like, piggybacking off someone else's authority, right?
exactly.
And then you reach out to another third party company. So you're
Exactly.
essentially just like middlemaning 3 or 4 different things at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, but then a lot of people what I've heard is like, why can't they just do it themselves? Dude, there's no chance. I
Exactly.
thought about it. How can they have the expertise to not only know how to rank, do the keyword research, and know the industry enough to like do outreach into thousands of brands every week? I'm struggling. I don't know how these people will ever do it. And, people in the startup space, it's impossible.
Yeah. And plus they have their full-time jobs, and they have their
Yeah,
own
exactly. Their core
issues to
product.
deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting. And so how do you find these partnerships? I know probably a lot of these come to you now, right? Because you kind of
Yeah.
have a name for doing that right now. But if you're brand new to the space, what's the best way of getting into that?
Yeah. I did an example live on YouTube, but what I did was, you should start small. You can't start off with the DR90 software company doing like 10 million a year. You're like, no offense, if you're a nobody, they're not going to talk to you. But if, for example, I grew up in Vancouver, if I go to a well-known restaurant and I go often, it's a restaurant I frequent, I know the owner, They're a popular restaurant in downtown Vancouver, like Shambar, which just so happens to be DR50.
Interesting.
Boom, kitchenware affiliate site. Boom, recipe site. You know, like
Interesting.
you
Yeah.
got to like think creatively, and I think that's something SEOs are kind of they're missing the mark there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any? I really like this, like this type of business that you've gotten yourself into. Do you have any other like cool case studies or ways of getting these type of clients that you could talk to us about?
You mean like these partnerships
Yeah.
or getting the rank and rents?
No, the partnerships.
Partnerships.
Yeah.
Partnerships, you just got to start small, man. There have been smaller DR sites that I've partnered up with, and they're doing quite well too. It's like niche dependent. It's kind of wild. So
Right.
I think one public case study that I've done is faranaway.co, which is my e-commerce company. That was actually my initial pilot. And while it's not like 300K a month, it's doing 10 to 15K a month. And we take those, you know?
But hold on. But that's your e-commerce, right?
Yeah, but it's
Or
like
is it
I have
okay?
a business partner there too, right? It's not just
Okay.
mine.
Got it. Got it.
I had to pitch my business partner, hey, I want to pound our site with affiliate articles and informational content
Yeah.
that's irrelevant to our e-commerce site.
Right.
So this was like a 2-year proof of concept. Like I can't just pump it out, right? I had to
Right.
slowly scale up, show my business partner Albert that we're able to start generating revenue. And yeah, I think it's very important because e-commerce, I don't know if you know, but e-commerce companies operate at like 10, maximum 20% net margins at all times. So it's like a cash flow weak company. So if you're able to generate, 10 to 20K additional free cash flow every month, it's extremely valuable. So
Right.
I think e-com partnerships could be another easy way to do it.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.